Ciao, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Tucci in Italy. Yes, Stanley Tucci does a bit of a travelogue type of series that takes him through all different parts of Italy, Tuscany, I imagine Rome at some point. Yeah. I know he touches on a number of places just in the first episode, just traveling about. I watched the first episode of the first season. There are two seasons so far. They're short seasons. Each of the episodes are about 45, 44 minutes long each. It's from 2025, so it's pretty recent, at least when it started. Yeah, it's pretty recent. And you get to see it's mainly about food, but it is very much about the lush landscapes, the waters, the mountains, the villages, the just big and small cities and villages. It's a gorgeous travelogue kind of introduction to Italy. Tucci is probably more fluent in Italian than pretty much any other actor in non-English, not American actor. It's late. I watched this in the middle of the night, and my brain is gone at this point. No more than usual. But no, he's gets by on his own Italian. He can speak it. Doesn't have to have a translator. But it's just him going from place to place. It's not all happening in one day. But looking at the culture, talking to the people, tasting some of probably the most glorious foods you can imagine coming out of Italy, from breakfast foods made basically of tripe and the fourth pig stomach. I can't pronounce it. It's named after an eel apparently, but it's not eel. It's cow stomach. Fourth cow stomach, not pig. Sorry. It looks delicious until I hear what it's made out of. I am it's the middle of the night as I film this. I am terrifyingly hungry right now. I'm so hungry. But yeah, some of the stuff, it's almost best that I don't know what it's made from. Because, I would love to be a man of the world and have all sorts of flavors under my tongue at this point, but I am not by choice. I would love to be much more traveled and try new things, but at this a late point in my life. But there's things that I think I think I react more to textures. I think if I could get past some of the textures, that I would, or just what I assume is what something is, like tongue. That's not my thing. By the way, if you're a vegetarian, you're not going to really enjoy this. A vegan, I should say. You're definitely not going to enjoy this, because he's tasting everything between wine, between a few drinks here and there, and getting to know the people, and just chowing down on some just truly gloriously presented things. You're gonna get a little bit of jealous. You're gonna get a little jealous, getting to be there with him and trying these things out. There's. It's for me. It's more about just getting to see what the place, that part of the world looks like, from a kind of a ground view, man walking the streets kind of thing situation. And sure, he gets a little bit more privileges than most. He gets to see them setting up for what would be a very short horse race, but all the pageantry and everything else that comes along with it, including, yes, food. It's something they don't normally let people film. He got to see sort of kind of a sneak preview, and then they filmed some of the race, and it didn't go exactly as planned. This is also kind of a thing where you get to see what culture was like in the early days of Italy, where places like Tuscany, I imagine, were filled with very wealthy people, but there were certainly very poor people amongst them. And they knew what the wealthy were eating, and the poor did the best to make similar dishes with what they had, the tripe, the leftovers, the kind of uh, parts of the animal that was just not good enough for the wealthy. And yeah, that's where you get some of these meals, some of these types of sandwiches, or I mean, you'd figure that it's going to be all about pasta. It's not. They don't even. I don't think I hear the word pasta until like the last 5 minutes of the episode. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be lots of pasta in future episodes, but you don't want to just go, hey, look, it's spaghetti. Well, I love spaghetti. In the first episode, you're going to deep dive a little bit. But it's indicative that the types of meals that he has, they're very, for the most part, very small, except for those just ginormous steaks that he was grilling out on the western front of that part of Italy, the southwest. I think they probably filmed a lot of spaghetti westerns back in the day that filled up movie theaters here and there. There's everything is all so beautifully presented. Here in America, we just like, hey, do you want to slap some things together in a stack and microwave it as I'm sitting in the drive-thru for 2 for $5? Sure, let's do that. That's our basic meal. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to go to Jack in the Box or something right now. At this point, not sponsored by Jack in the Box, by the way. I just know they're the only one. It's probably still open at this time, and will serve me breakfast. So, yeah. If you're a foodie, if you're a travel nut, this is definitely made for you. And plus, if you love Stanley Tucci from all the different roles you've seen him in, he's recently done Devil Wears Prada 2, but this is not tied into that. These things have this 2 seasons that started in 2025. He's done a lot more than Devil Wears Prada. If you don't recognize him, well, then it's time to get to know him and his work. So he usually always comes across as somebody pretty funny, and he's a good actor. I really hope that me saying all these things now doesn't result in tomorrow finding out there's some sort of scandal. Please, don't be scandalous, Tucci, please. So yeah, it's gonna make you hungry. Make sure you eat. Maybe eat well. Maybe make some Italian food while you watch this. Glass of wine if you can. Do that. You might get a kick out of it that way. It's not going to be as good as whatever he's eating at the time, maybe, but you'll see. And as I tap that, I realized that I did the same thing I did yesterday. 58. We're not going to watch 58 just like I did it last time. Oh, okay. Because tomorrow is actually when we're going to watch Simpsons Extreme Makeover Homer Edition. I went through this whole massive talk up and then I corrected it because I realized I wasn't going to watch it the day of. I was going to watch it after I had some time to watch it. Anyway, tomorrow, not number 58, which we'll get to that the day after that. The Simpsons Extreme Makeover Homer Edition, which I think is a double Simpsons episode. It's not like a short, it's not a regular episode. It's exclusive to Disney Plus, so it's the only place you can see it. That's where we're watching The Simpsons Extreme Makeover Homer Edition on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.